Students, today we will learn about role of the government in health. In a democracy, people expect the government to work for their welfare. This could be through the provision of education, health, employment, housing, or the development of road, electricity, etc. So, as we live in a democratic country, so we choose our government directly by indirectly for voting to them. So we have some expectation from our government. These expectations are in the field of health, employment, housing, electricity, development of our country, etc. In the chapter we shall examine the meaning and problem related to health. So in this chapter we will examine the meaning and the relatable problem with health. So let's start. What is health? We can think health in many ways. Health means our ability to remain free of illness and injuries. But health is not only about diseases. So, a healthy person does not necessarily mean that he don't have a illness or some diseases. A healthy person means he getting his proper meal, he is living in a clean environment, etc. You may have associated only some of the situation in the above collage with health. So in this collage you can see various type of pictures. These all are related to our health. What we often ignore is the fact that each of the above situation is related to health. Apart from diseases, we need to think other factors that affect our health. For example, if people get clean drinking water or a pollution-free environment, they are likely to be healthy. On the other hand, if people do not get adequate food or to eat or have to live in a cramped condition, they will be prone to illness. As you know, in many times water is a very important substance from where we can get ill, or if we cannot get the proper meal we will get ill very frequently because we don't have the proper immunity system in our body. All of us would like to be active and in good spirit in whatever we may doing. It is not healthy to be dull, inactive, anxious, scared for a long stretch of time. So no one would like to be ill for any reason. We don't like to be ill, we don't like to anxious or scared for a long time. These are not healthy for your physical health or your mental health. We all need to be without mental strain. All of these various aspects of our lives are part of health. Healthcare in India. Let us examine some of the aspects of healthcare in India, compare and construct the situation expressed in the first and second columns. So, what is in the first column? India has the largest number of medical colleges in the world and among the largest producer of the doctors. Approximately 15,000 new doctors qualify every year. So India has the largest number of colleges. That means it produces the most number of doctors every year in the world, and that number approximately is 15,000. Healthcare facilities have grown subsequently over the years. In 1950, there were only 2,717 hospitals in India. In 91, there were 11,174 hospitals. In 2000, the number grew to 18,218. So, the number of hospital and healthcare centers is continuously growing after Independence Day in India, and it's still growing. India gets a large number of medical tourists from many countries. What does it mean by medical tourist? Medical tourist means when some patients or who get ill in other countries, they came India for their treatment, because they came for treatment in some hospitals in India that compared the best in the world. So some of Indian hospitals are best in the world. So many people from other countries come to India for their treatment. India gets a large number of medical tourists. Okay, India is the third largest producer of medicines in the world and is also a large exporter of medicines. So India also the third largest producer of the medicines and it exports a large number of medicines to the world. This was the first column, and now we will read the second column. Most doctors settles in the urban area. People in rural area have to travel long distance to reach doctors. The number of the doctors with respect to the population is much less in rural area. So as we know, the most of the population of India is concentrated in rural area, but the doctors are mostly live in urban area. So there is a very even number of doctors in compared to the Indian population in rural area. About 5 lakh people die from tuberculosis in every year. This number is almost unchanged since independence. Almost 2 million cases of malaria are reported every year and this number is not decreasing. Okay, so what happened here? About 5 lakhs of people every year died from tuberculosis. Tuberculosis is cholera from every year and this is not changing since independence. So this is not a good thing. And 2 million of people every year dying from malaria and this is also not changing. We are not able to provide clean drinking water to all and 21% of our communicable diseases are from waterborne. For example, diarrhea, worm, hepatitis, etc. Half of all children in India do not get adequate food to eat and are undernutrition. In order to prevent and treat illness, we need appropriate healthcare facilities such as health center, hospital, laboratories for testing, ambulance service, blood bank, etc. that can provide the required care and services that patient need. So to prevent the illness of this large amount of population, we need more hospitals, laboratories for testing, ambulance service and blood banks, etc. In order to run such facilities, we need health worker, nurse, qualified doctors and other health professionals who can advise, diagnose and treat illness. Apart from the laboratories and hospital, we need more doctors, nurses, qualified professionals who can diagnose and advise how to treat the illness. We also need the medicines and equipments that are necessary for the treating patients. These facilities are required to take care for us. So we have already a large amount of doctors, but our population is larger than that. So comparatively the number of doctors is very less in our country. So we need more hospitals, more nurses, more testing centers and more doctors and ambulance. India has large number of doctors, clinic and hospitals. The country also has considerable experience and knowledge in running public healthcare system. This is system of hospital and healthcare run by government. So India has a large number of doctors, clinic and hospitals. The country also have considerably experience and knowledge to running public healthcare system and hospitals. This system of hospital and healthcare is run by mainly government. So most of the hospitals and healthcare system mainly in rural area is running by our government. It has the ability to look after the health of the large section of its population scattered over hundreds of thousands of villages. We will do more detailed on this later. Moreover, there has been a phenomenal advancement on medicine science whereby many new technologies and treatment producers are available in this country. However, the second column points out how poor the health situation in our country. With all the proper healthcare facilities to people, this is paradox. Some of that in country that we would expect. Our country has money, knowledge and people with experience but cannot make necessary healthcare available to all. This chapter we will look some reasons of it. So in first column we discussed that our country is the largest producer of medicine, largest producer of doctors and exporters of medicines, etc. The bright side of our healthcare system. In second column we discuss about what are not available in our country, as the treatment facilities are much more better in rural urban area than the rural area. So our people from rural area have to travel a long distance to treat their self, and there are very less amount of facilities in government hospitals, so they have to pay for their treatment, and this is not very easy for poor people to pay for their self for a difficult disease, as treatment in private sector is very expensive. So students, today we discuss about our healthcare system. I hope you understand what I taught you today. If you have any question, you can message me. Thank you. Take care.